Welcome to the People Show. My name is Comrade Kolete Obuade, and today I have something to share with you. For your motivation and inspiration, I want to say to you that you have to learn to be alone sometimes. Learn to appreciate the times where you spend alone, quality time, alone with your thoughts, with your soul, with your spirit. Because in those times, that is when you really understand what you want, what you feel, and why you want to do what you want to do. So spend quality time alone. You don't always have to be with people. You don't always have to be in the crowd. You don't always have to mingle with people. If you're not spending quality time alone, your life will just be drifting anyhow. So you learn how to spend some quality time alone. As a matter of fact, it's actually healthy to always make some time for yourself alone, because that will develop you in many areas of your life. And that's my inspiration and motivation for you on the People Show this morning. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Studios 2 TV. The truth is here in your eyes.
Welcome back to the People Show. Today we're going to talk about managing our economy. Managing our economy. In recent times, every time you listen to the news, the subject matter, the dialogue, the discussion, it's always been the same. The crisis of our economy. Are we responsible for what's going on? Or it is the ruling class that is responsible for what's going on? Are we responsible? I think the ruling class has a major share in the crisis, in the management of our economy. Because in our economy, it's very obvious that we lack planning. It's very obvious that there's a lot of waste. It's very obvious that we lack a maintenance culture. Now, in fact, if we cannot maintain anything, then honestly, it means we cannot build a great nation. Because a great nation will definitely be built on our ability to be able to maintain all the things we have. The things that we have been blessed with, apart from the natural resources, all the investments that we want to build and put into things. Imagine if we cannot take care of them, if we cannot maintain them, then we're throwing everything in the drain. So the management of our economy has become a critical issue that each and every one of us must take into consideration, especially the handlers, the political class, because you are not doing us any good. The political class is not doing us any good. Now the ruling class. Now, we've been talking about judgment debts here and there. Now, we're also talking about you took the toll booth, you stopped it. We're all in this country, you took that decision, and we're all surprised. A government that is looking for money, all of a sudden decides to stop something that brings in some money, and then you said e-levy is going to sort that one out. And then, after how many months, now today you are telling us the government to bring back toll booth. Jesus Christ. What are we doing to our nation? Why are we just doing things like we are not thinking, we are not planning, we are not looking into the future? We're just, it's like a group of people sitting somewhere and somebody decides, Charlie, what's going on? We need to think 10 to 20 to 50 years into the future. We need to put in policies that we know that this initiative, this policy that we are going to initiate, this is what is going to do for us in the next 10, 20, 30 years to come. We need to plan, and we need to find joy in building, because what we're doing in Ghana today, look at the unemployment rate. And how about all the people that lost their jobs? All the people who were working in the toll booth that lost their jobs. What are we going to do for them? Now that we are saying that we're bringing it back, yet in an automated system, come on. We are not being sensitive to all the young men and women who are out of school and yet jobless, unemployed. Today on the show, we're going to talk to Edward Duncan. Edward Duncan is the, Toll Booth Workers Union. He's the secretary of the Toll Booth Workers Union. And we're going to call him so that he gives us some insight, because we don't understand what's going on. I mean, the next minute, you said you don't need the toll booth anymore, and today the government says they are bringing back the toll booth. So let's go to the Toll Booth Workers Union and speak to their secretary so that he can share something with us, so we can understand whether government is working in unison with them or government is just taking their own decision and doing their own thing. Because the unemployment rate in this country is so alarming that we cannot take the people for granted anymore. We cannot take the people for a ride anymore. We must be sensitive. We must have compassion for the millions and millions of the young citizens of this land who want to work, who want to contribute to the development. But government or the managers of the political class are just saying, look, we don't care about you. We can do whatever we like, and when we get out of power, then whoever comes can handle whatever is there. This is not the right way to go. So let's go to the Toll Booth Workers Union and speak to their secretary. Good morning, Mr. Duncan. Please, this is Mr. Kolite Obwade, and I'm calling you from Studios 2 TV. It's regarding the government policy of going back for the toll booth, and you being the secretary of the union, I don't know if there is something you might want to share, because our viewers want to know what exactly is going on with this policy. Because next minute government said they don't need it, and then tomorrow or today they said we're bringing it back. What exactly is going on? Okay.
We don't know what is going on right now with the government position, but if you want to speak to us, someone called me earlier on.
Okay.
I don't know if you're still on it right now. Are we on air or?
Yes, we are on. We are on. Yes.
Okay, alright. So, like rightly put, the government has changed its policy. In the first place, when they announced that they are going to scrap toll collections,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So we sent a petition to Parliament somewhere in November, end of November last year.
Mm-hmm.
We sent a petition, but nothing really came out of it. And then so subsequently, we sent another petition early this year. And then that also, we did not even get any response up until this announcement came.
So are you saying the announcement that came, it's not like an announcement that has come out of a consultation with you?
Not at all, not at all. I mean, it's very sad push out the government and the authorities for all this while. We never get consulted on anything. The only time that they get to, or they are pushed to speak to us is when we embark on mass action, demonstrations, or picketing and all that. That is the only time that we get the opportunity to speak to them. I mean, as I speak to you now, somewhere last week, we made a request to speak to the Honorable Minister for Women and Islands. And this is really before this announcement was made, because we had rumors that they were going to bring back to, so we sought for audience so that they would tell us how.
Welcome to the People's Show. It's always a great pleasure to be here on the show. My name is Comrade Kolite Obwade, and today we're going to learn something special, something very, very special that you you and I need to be able to do what?
The companies that we're going to get paid every month until we are given the reassignment also has not been fulfilled. So we wanted to, with somebody else to speak to the honorable minister on our part because our colleagues, and myself, others, and all of us are really suffering. It was bad in November when our job was taken away from us illegally. But it's even worse now considering the economic situation that we're facing now. So we wanted to have audience with the economic minister to tell them to explain to him what the situation is for our members and then how they can help alleviate this suffering that we're going through. So we have not been called on yet. We're hoping that very soon we'll call on us and then we'll get based on how this, all the suffering that we're going through.
But Mr. Duncan, has your union, contacted the government regarding the arrangement, the new arrangement? Because they're talking about some automatic system they want to put in place.
Yes, we have. That's why I said we have. As of last week, I actually issued. We've sent a letter to the ministry.
Okay.
The audience, we don't know who Mr. Provision Harris. We don't know when he's going to go. That's why I'm hoping that because last week we didn't get the call. I think we did that 2 weeks ago. Last week we didn't get any dates to come in this week. So we are looking forward to it. We'll do a follow up. As I've talked to you now, I spoke to my chairman not long ago.
Okay.
We decided to do a follow up to be elected by tomorrow to see the dates that they intend to call us so that we can have a discussion with them. So it's really sad. It's sad that before we get engaged, we have to go on mass action. It is really sad that we want to encourage our citizens to do things, in a simple manner. And if we try to do it in a simple way, it feels like the government authorities are dragging their feet, and then it puts us in an awkward situation that it means that if the only language you understand is mass action, then we'll give it to you. But that is not how we want to run the country. That is not how we want to be seen. We want to do things in a simple way. So if any of the authorities are listening to this, then they should please expedite the procedure so that we'll get to sit down with them and we'll talk. We know that they have already said that this automation is, they plan to introduce it, and then they want to introduce automation. And I also want to tell everybody in our organization that indeed nobody is against automation of toll collections in Ghana. I don't believe that anybody is against it, not even the workers actually are not against it because indeed some of the toll brothers prior to the closure, or in the third region, were automated. A few of them were automated. So all the government would have done was to replicate the same or to automate all the other toll brothers that were automated. That was the way to go about this thing.
But what's going to happen? What's going to happen with I know some of your members are maybe disabled and there are strategic openings for them to also contribute their quota to the national development. What's going to happen to them?
Well, in relation to the automation,
Yes, in relation to that aspect.
well, with the automation, I know, like I've said this countless number of times. There are, when as a government, when you're developing a policy or you want to roll out a policy, you look at the socio-economic standard. You shouldn't say that because in the US or some other developed countries, there's a system where there's nobody that wants a tool, so we should replicate the same system here, despite the situation that we're in, as in when you compare our unemployment levels to that of most countries, ours is too high, way higher than those people.
Yeah.
So we should look at the socio-economic situation before we roll out policies. There are several automation or electronic systems of collecting tools where there will be the need for you to engage a human being. So we propose the government, and this is one of the reasons why we want to say that in the past the automation system that we're running in some of the tool drivers was the So they're saying that instead of you going in for the one that does not need any person, in which case you really have to change the infrastructure of the electrical system in the country. You would say instead of going in for those ones, why don't you go in for the one that will require the service of people? Because bear in mind that your unemployment situation in Ghana is very high. And so you go in for the one that was already doing money around all the other things. So you make it all right, but then people are working there as well. So that is why we want to sit down with the government, and then we also sit our view and then they consider take our view to resolution, and then something that will benefit everybody in the country. I'm sure we are all citizens of the country.
Yeah.
It should. I mean, as government and as people in authority, you are in the position of power. You are being paid by the taxpayers' money. We expect that you will listen and you will consider the other citizens of the country and try as much as possible to make life bearable for them.
Indeed.
If the job is there, you have the options to employ or to sack. I would have thought that as a sensible policy government, going for the one that will employ some of your citizens rather than those that will render them unemployed and make them tools that they say the enemy fight for that the enemy or the devil will find will use to destroy things in the country. I mean, we all know the situation that hungry man is hungry man. Anything happens, if somebody is hungry and someone comes to them with
All kinds of ideas.
on their table, yes, it doesn't matter if it's legal or illegal. Once you put the food on their table, to be able to take care of themselves and their family, people will be tempted to move for stuff like that. Whereas if they are working legitimately, nothing like that will cross their mind.
Yeah.
So that what we're saying, the government should look at this, look at your economic situation, look at the society, and then implement policies that will help everyone. I mean, it's hard. Why is it that in the Western world, our authorities want to make it want to copy, want to emulate those economy? But why is it that in the Western world, when the person in authority makes a mistake or does something that you say has caused financial losses, they quickly resign if their attention is not to it?
Yeah.
Why is it that here, nobody wants to take responsibility, nobody wants to resign, but then you want to kind of replicate what they are doing there as an automation and as a and I can tell you, I mean, there are some countries that even AI, they are taking AI out of the systems, out of certain sectors of the economy so that people will have jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. Edward Duncan.
So it's, I mean, the government should consider all these things.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you've been able to make justice to the issue regarding government to bring back the toll booth. And I want to thank you very much for taking the time to come over and share with us the position of the union, of your union, the toll booth workers union. We're really grateful for your time. All right. Bye. We'll get back to you if there's any changes in the situation. Okay. Bye. Viewers, that was Edward Duncan, who is the secretary of the toll booth workers union, and we were just speaking to him, and you all heard everything he said. They have been sort of sidelined. They have been they are not part of the consultation, and it looks like government is not treading the path of collective participation, so that we all feel that we're all part of building this nation. It looks like 1 minute you said you don't need a toll booth, and then you sack them over 800 people, and then the next minute you want to start it over again and you're not consulting them. I think we need to be careful about how we treat people. These are human beings. They are just like you and I, and we all get better when we have jobs, when we have homes, when we have food. We all can do better. So I think government should be careful about how we're treating our own citizens, because it is our citizens who put you there. So we should be careful and sensitive towards the way we're treating our own citizens. The People Show will be right back. Don't go away.
Studios 2 TV. The truth is here, in your eyes.
Today on the People Show, we have the entertainment segment. We want to know what exactly is happening, what's trending in the entertainment world. And then I have Nanaya, she's AKA Bubble. She's going to be the one who's going to fill us in with all the filler, all the news, all the latest trending news and entertainment. So, Bubble, welcome to the People Show.
Thank you.
So this weekend, Wizkid, what happened? He didn't show up.
You know, this weekend, people were actually looking forward to this weekend. They were having a lot of anticipation. They're waiting for the Machala himself. You know, when we say Machala, it means lion. So it's like he has been given that particular title or that particular name because they feel like Wizkid is big, so Big Wiz. You know, so Big Wiz is coming to Ghana. He's come to show us. He's come to give us content. So people are actually looking forward. You see, if you've paid a huge amount, you've paid about 3,000. There, you don't have anything to do that day. Even if you have, you are supposed to clear your schedule. You are waiting for Wizkid himself.
But what's gonna happen to all those who pay that money?
For them, the people who manage the concert, the people who brought the events are saying that they are going to refund their money, but then we are not sure. So people have started receiving. You know, you can say something and you will not do it. But I actually feel sorry because you see, for us, when we are going for an event and then we are actually active, we go really early. If the event is 10, we'll be there by 6 because everyone wants a good spot. So if you don't get where you will be able to do your good videos, you just come home and you didn't benefit anything. So the show, people were there around 6 and they were so excited because they felt like they have paid and we are at home. And actually, I don't feel anything that I didn't go. If I went, it would have hurt me. So now that I didn't go, I can sit comfortably and laugh at those who went.
All right, Bubble. Tell me, Wizkid, did he say anything to his fans or to why he didn't show?
Yes, actually he did. But then it took too long, in my opinion, because he had a lot of time to actually release that statement. But then people bashed him, like people insulted him. They were calling for his arrest, a whole lot of issues before he came to release a statement saying that it was because of security and production issues. That's why he wasn't able to perform. And then he was apologizing to Ghanaians that it's not any form of disrespect because he feels like people might take it that way because his brand is important to him. So that's not the reason why he didn't come. But then it's because of security and production issues. And he was promising Ghanaians that he's going to make another one for us, just he and us. I don't know how that promise stands, but then we are going to take it like that in the meantime. So when he gave that statement, people actually started to cool down. But still, we have not taken it fully like that. But then since he has said something.
What about the other artists?
For the other artists, King Promise also came to issue a statement. And his is funny to me because when he issued his statement, he was also talking about the same thing that Wizkid said. So it's like, you didn't come. But for you, we are in Ghana with you. And then we've had a lot of incidences where you've come to perform. We've seen you, like you've been very close with the crowd. So why is it that this time around, safety? If something would have happened to you all those times that you were performing, it would have happened to you.
Why, did he have the same excuse as Wizkid?
Yes, he said that his was also safety reasons. He doesn't want to compromise our safety. So that's why he wasn't able to appear for the show. So he's also apologizing. And then people are coming at him. They are really giving, I think he's receiving this more than Wizkid is getting. Because you are with us, you know, and then they are saying that he has even been going on tours. You've even gone to SHS schools to go and perform. Even people like that, you know, when we see people that we love, we all want to get close, we want to touch, you know. So you've had all these incidences, nothing happened to you, you are so healthy. So why is it that for this particular show, and I'm sure they wouldn't have performed without any security at all. So what is happening? Which kind of safety is he talking about? So he has received it. I think he is currently receiving it too. And then Wizkid, after Wizkid browned us, he actually continued to the next show. He was supposed to host one in Abidjan.
Okay.
It also didn't happen. The people went to sit there just as we sat there. But then I feel like Abidjan fans should have learned from us. Maybe they thought that Westgate will come to them. Because when he issued that statement, we actually saw him in a plane with King Promise himself that had also issued another statement at safety reasons. He was in the jet with Westgate. They were going somewhere, and then Mugiz was also with them. So if safety issues, why don't you stay in your house where you will be safe?
But
you are going to another.
Anywhere?
Yes, they went to Benin, and then people are saying that
Did they perform at Benin?
Yes, they did, and people are saying that Benin, they specialize in this voodoo stuff. So maybe Westgate was afraid that they are going to do him something. That's why he went to perform. But then I can't actually verify that that's the reason. But then he did perform in Benin, and he didn't perform in Abidjan. He didn't perform in Ghana. So
wow.
Yes, so that's what happened to us. So then moving from that, we are also looking forward to Christmas. Since Wizkid has come to Brown, as at least we can have a little bit of Jesus Christ and Mary. So then we are looking at this Friday at Fantasy Dome.
Okay.
Yes, 7 p.m. MTN is hosting that particular show. We are going to have a lot of artists that are going to perform. We are going to have Kwame Eugene, we are going to have Joe Metzel, Adina, Lastmed, a lot of people. And then, there is this nice way that MTN is giving out tickets to people. So you just have to make a video. So you can do it with your friends, you're going to do it with your family, anyone that you want to do it with. And then when you do the video, you tell people that this is what is happening at the Fantasy Dome. It's this Friday. It's not even far. It's just this Friday. So they can go and take away all the disappointment that Westgate gave them. Go and sing and you look at the birth of Jesus Christ. Maybe you receive a little bit of repentance. You sing Christmas songs. So you do the video, and then you guys are going to tell us when the concert is going on, when it's going on, and then you tag them. So if your video receives the most trends, then it means that you're going to get a special prize. They didn't state what the prize is, but you're going to get a special prize. So still in the Christmas season, we are going to Kofi Kinate's show, Made in Tardy concert, and then he's postponing it. It just
did he give a reason?
For that particular show, it just pains me because I was looking forward to that one. They said that they are they are calling it off due to circumstances beyond their control. So we don't know which circumstances there are that are beyond their control, because they've been hosting this particular concert for a while now. And in Western region, Takrade to be precise, there are not a lot of shows that go on there. You see in Accra, there are lots of shows. If Westgate came to perform, it would have been a big show. And then there are more to come. But then for Takrade, it's mostly the masqueraders. That's for 25th and 26th. And then sometimes it's 24th, 25th. And then you have the Made in Tardy concert. So it's like, right now you've taken one out of our only two that we have. So it's going to really get to people that we are not going to have Kofi Kinate's show. Hopefully he would postpone it to at least January. At least we can take it at New Year.
Do you think there's a little correlation between Wizkid and Kenata also?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, because if his show was going to be in Accra, then we might say that, because maybe since fans have been disappointed, they wouldn't want to go to another show and receive the same thing. But then this one is in Tardy. Yes, so. But then he says circumstances beyond his control. So we are also waiting to see which kind of circumstances beyond his control. And then we are also having the R2Bs that they didn't perform. They've released a new song. And then it's called Somimu. It's a fusion of Afro pop and then ABBA piano. So right now what we are all vibing with. So they released it not long ago. So yes, it's a very nice song. Actually, I don't know how to sing. If I did, maybe I would have done something small. Yes,
and you like it?
Yes, I do. Okay, maybe not all of the song, but I like the feely parts. Yes.
I like that.
So if we are still in the music industry, we are going to look at Shatawale. Shatawale held a show in Sierra Leone.
Okay.
And then people actually hailing him. You know, when Wizkid duped us, he didn't come. People were comparing him now to Shatawale, and I was like, look at Wizkid, look at Shatawale. Shatawale is good, and they were even saying that Shatawale is the only person who can cause the stadium to be full.
Yeah.
So Wizkid was taking more than he can chew.
Yeah.
And then when he went to Sierra Leone, we've seen he moved the crowd. They actually they are vibing with. So if Ghana, we don't like Shatawale, I think if he goes to Sierra Leone, he's going to be a king there. He's going to take his throne.
Yeah.
He's actually, yes. And Ashake too, he also held another show, but then there was this funny part of the show where he was holding the show. Then you see, when musicians are very active, they want to vibe with the crowd, they are all jumping and all of that. But then he had a little mishap. He was jumping and his trousers actually got torn on the stage. And you know, most of the time when things happen like that, it's your reaction that is going to give us what we want to see. You know, sometimes you can behave as if you've not seen it, but it's still going to go against you. And sometimes some people show it too much, but then his reaction was splendid. You know, he just jumped back with his torn trousers, and then he was there. So yeah, for entertainment this weekend, that's what we've had for entertainment. We actually had a nice weekend. If you look at it, if you take out the disappointment that Wizkid has given us. Yeah, so I think we should all go to the concert.
What about Shatawale? I heard about some car something.
Yeah, for Shatawale, you see, Shatawale and Medical, I think it's just a bromance that they are having this bro kind of thing. So recently we've been seeing a lot of Shatawale and then Medical. And so Medical tweeted that he has received his early Christmas present. So it turns out that Shatawale surprised him with a built-in studio in his BMW. So he had it gone to, like, they fixed it as a car company, and then they brought it back to him. And from his reaction in the video, you could see that he liked
so
what he
the
saw.
whole sound recording studio is in the car?
Not a full recording studio. It's more like a beat box or something like that. So where would have, you see in the car where we have where if it's an automatic car, would have where they put I don't know if it's called a steering, something, we put it on drive, reverse.
The gearbox.
So it's around that area.
Okay.
Yes, it's around that area. It's a very nice built-in. I don't know, maybe when he's in the car and he gets music ideas, then he will just do something small. Yes.
So is that all we have for entertainment news?
Yeah, that is all we have for entertainment news.
Thank you so much, Bobo, for coming on the show and giving us the entertainment news. It was so exciting, and I hope that next time on the show you'll be on and give us more filler in the entertainment world. We really, really appreciate you.
Sure. Thank you. It was nice being here too.
Yeah, great.
Studios 2 TV. The truth is here, in your eyes.
Welcome back to the People Show. Viewers, today you've heard it all. You heard it from the workers, the toll booth workers union, and you know the challenges they're all going through. And you saw it, that things are not looking too good for us, because the crisis we're in, it looks like the government is not bringing in the pragmatic steps. The government is not introducing the kind of steps that we will all be confident that the economy is being taken care of properly, that is roping all of us in, so that we can be rest assured that indeed things are going to change, and things are going to get better regarding unemployment, regarding all the high cost of living and everything. But we must be optimistic in everything. We must have hope in everything, because you cannot live without hope. We must have hope that things can only get better, because we are at the bottom, and from the bottom we cannot go anywhere from the bottom than to rise up. We can only rise up. So things will get better. Things will definitely get better. I also want to say big ups to Bubble, who came through on the entertainment segment. We know she'll come again on the next show to give us the latest up-to-the-minute information and trending news in the world of entertainment. Viewers, all too soon, we've come to the end of today's edition of the People's Show. And I know you've enjoyed every minute of it, every bit of it, because I have. And I would like to say that we'll come your way again with all the things that we know concerns you, the people. Because this show is about you, the people. It's about nobody but you. That is why it's called what? The People's Show. And remember, the truth is always here in your eyes. My name is Comrade Collective Obuade, and until we come your way next time, it's bye-bye on The People's Show.
Studios 2 TV. The truth is here in your eyes.